Welcome to the 2020 PEM High School Boys Soccer Senior Night. Tonight we will recognize and congratulate our seniors in the program. Seniors will be introduced and will stand together on the field for a photo and receive their gifts. Parents, when your senior is named, please stand and wave so we can acknowledge you as well. Derek Badger. Parents are Robert and Nicole Badger. Derek has been playing soccer for 11 years. His favorite thing about soccer is kicking soccer balls. His favorite soccer memory is playing in the lake at the St. Charles game last year. Words of wisdom to the team: work hard, support your team, have fun. The wins will come. Derek Boyam. Parents are Lynn and Lisa Boyam. This is Derek's first year of playing high school soccer. He has played youth soccer and has subbed for indoor soccer. Derek's favorite thing about playing soccer is the competitiveness and having the chance to play a different sport during this COVID time. His favorite memory of playing soccer for PEM is Rixie's handball. Words of wisdom to the team: stay aggressive. Mitchell Brewer. Parents are Alan and Dawn Brewer. Mitchell has been playing soccer for 12 years. His favorite part about playing soccer is being with the boys. The favorite memory that he has is going up for the header and having the sweat spray from his head. Words of wisdom to the team: burn down the tree. Live life. Isaac Gander. Parents are Todd and Heather Gander. Isaac has been playing soccer for the past 3 years. His favorite thing about playing soccer is the bus rides to the games with the guys. His favorite memory of playing for PEM is beating the Crescent this year. Words of wisdom to the team: work hard and have fun doing it. After high school, he plans to go to college for computer programming or IT. Jacob Kostanchik. Parents are Mike and Michelle Kostanchik. Jacob has been playing soccer since first grade. He enjoys all aspects of the game of soccer, playing each position, and he says it's a bonus that he gets to play with his friends. His favorite memory of PEM soccer is beating Dobriota and then all of us running out on the field. Words of wisdom to the team: keep trying your best and don't give up. His future plans are to attend a 4-year college and play more soccer. Julian Hepner. Parents are Michael and Debbie Hepner. Julian has been playing soccer for 13 years. His favorite part of playing soccer is being with his friends. His favorite memory has been beating Dobriota at home. Words of wisdom to the team: don't take it for granted because it can be taken away from you at any moment. His future plans are to attend a 4-year college for sports medicine. Cale Lamb. Parents are Kevin and Steph Lamb. This is Cale's first year playing soccer for PEM as football was postponed, but he did play youth soccer for 1 year back in 6th grade. His favorite thing about soccer is being with the boys and Coach Heckman. Cale's favorite memory of soccer was proposing to Alex Jacobs in their before-game handshake. Words of wisdom to the team: cherish what you have. Things can be taken away from you so quickly. His future plans are to go to a 4-year college, yet to figure out a major and possibly play football. Riley Wendt. Parents are Wayne and Michelle Wendt. Riley has been playing soccer since first grade. His favorite thing about playing soccer is the teamwork. His favorite memory of soccer is hearing "practice is canceled" over the loudspeaker. His words of wisdom to the team: it's hard to beat someone that doesn't quit. His favorite plans are to enlist in the Army after high school. In their gift bags, the players have received a t-shirt to make sure that they never forget about the tree and a keychain from the junior high, JV, and other varsity players. We would also like to thank the coaches, Coach Hector, Coach Jacobs, and Coach Tim for all that they do for the team. Congratulations now to all of our senior players on a successful soccer season and your accomplished soccer career. Thank you also to our parents for all their support. And thank you to family, friends, and students for coming tonight. Good luck to everyone in the game. Go the Bulldogs!
Right foot on three. Go, go, go. Derek, quick, run. He's already smelling. Pepper's down. Trailer. Are we good? Are we good? Oh, man, one back. I asked. Come on, Randy! Randy! Are you good? Okay, ready? Taylor! Hey, right away. Jacob! True boy!
Test. Mr. Tang, we got a surprise for you. Tonight, you guys, is our last home game, but we'd like to honor Mr. Tang for being 20 years the voice of Bulldog soccer. We've got a little plaque for you, Bob. Your wife had a little bit to do with this too. She even wrote a little something nice about her husband and your 20 years as our soccer advisor. 20 years ago, soccer began its journey in Plainview as a no-go. This also began Bob Tang's career with the soccer scoreboard and clock when his own kids were playing soccer. There have been a lot of growth in our soccer program, I would agree. Mr. Hefner's got a nice little season going right now. There's also some changes in running the clock. Bob has been there in the booth all 20 years. Tonight, we would like to give, in a token of our appreciation, thanks, Bob, for all the years behind the scoreboard and the clock. We hope you continue for a few more years, so you got your wife's blessing. Congratulations to Bob Tang and Bob. Your wife's right up here. We're very proud you can send this to your children so that they can be involved, and obviously the grandchildren too. So thanks, Bob, for all your service to the PEM School District for 20 years up in the booth. Congratulations.
Good evening, soccer fans. Welcome to Elgin for tonight's game between the Cotter Ramblers and the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. Plainview Elgin Millville Schools is a proud member of the Three Rivers Conference. The Three Rivers Conference schools join together in requesting that all people attending games follow a code of ethical sportsmanship. This would include appreciation for the rules of the contest and respect for officials and opponents. Excellence in sportsmanship is the major goal of conference programs. Thanks for your cooperation. Now the starting lineup for the Ramblers. Number 6, Elliot Fitzgerald. Number 8, Ian Olcott. Number 10, Carson Roeder. Number 11, Vanya Schultz. Number 12, Drew Beesens. Number 19, Matthew Schleich. Number 21, Garrett Nelson. Number 22, Ethan Tober. Number 23, Nathan Stanislawski. Number 24, Wesley Koner. In goal for the Ramblers, Jonathan Going. Ramblers head coach is Peter Bagshaw, assisted by Arthur Ribeiro and Jake Allen. And now the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Riley Wendt. Number 6, Mitch Brewer. Number 10, Derek Badger. Number 13, Caleb Briggs. Number 16, Nathan Elias. Number 20, Derek Boyam. Number 21, Cale Lamb. Number 22, Alex Jacobs. Number 24, Jacob Gastanchik. Number 25, Glenn Schmidt. Playing goal for the Bulldogs, Julian Hepner. Head coach for the Bulldogs is Michael Hepner, assisted by Ben Jacob and Jonathan Tim. At this time, let us honor our flag and country by standing for our national anthem.
Jacob Gunstanzik now with the ball, trying to work it across the field. And Nathan Elias centering it and sending it back. Derek Badger with the throw in. Looked like he was looking for Glenn Schmidt. Schmidt and Boyum. Boyum's got it now. Sends it over to Kale Lamb. Oh, what a great back kick by Jacob Konstanzik. Ball ended up in the fans. Great job by Nathan Elias, Derek Boyum. And Matthew Schleich now with the throw in. Great job by Glenn Schmidt. Intercepted. He's trying to send the ball ahead to Jacob Konstanzik, but Wesley Koner is right there. Oh, and Caleb Briggs running down the sideline. Or sorry, sent the ball going down the sideline, and I believe that was Kale Lamb that was upended. Great kick by Mitchell Brewer, but the freshman Jonathan Going steps out, gets it. Riley went with a nice defensive header. Nathan Elias jumping in. Glenn Schmidt sends it over to Alex Jacobs. Schmidt to Boyum. Back to Schmidt. Looking ahead. Oh, he was trying to split the defenders to get it to Derek Badger. He's trying it again. Jacobs now to Glenn Schmidt. Glenn's trying in the corner. Oh, looked like he was going to be able to set someone up, but couldn't quite get it there. And now Winona Cotter streaking down the other way. Looks like Garrett Nelson just kind of slipped on the grass. Either way, the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. And Derek Badger with his goal!
Oh!
So Derek Badger, the senior co-captain, has a brace for the Bulldogs, scoring 2 games in the first half. 2 scores in the first half. Oh, and Alex Jacobs with a shot, just a little too much leg into it, and it goes over the net. We've got a handful of seniors out here that in a couple weeks they'll be trading these cleats for a different set of cleats. Derek Boyum, Kale Lamb will resume their fall football, American-style football that they have been playing for the last few years. Julian Hepner and Derek Badger will also be putting on the pads to help handle the kickoffs, field goals, and PATs. So it'll be fun to continue to watch these seniors as they continue on this fall. Boy, I'm getting it up to Alex Jacobs. Great job there by freshman Elliot Fitzgerald. Looked like Alex might have had a chance to send the ball across the field, across the pitch, but Fitzgerald there to stop it. So we got a throw in. Gets up to number 10, Carson Rader. But stolen away by Kale Lamb. Was trying to hit Jacob Gonsanzik streaking down the sideline, but couldn't quite get it. Boyum to Nathan Elias, trying to find Derek Badger again, who gets it to Glenn Schmidt. Now Alex Jacobs has it. And Jacob Gonstajic with the goal! And the Bulldogs are out to a 3-0 lead in the first half. Alex Jacobs setting up Gonstajic. Him and Badger went streaking in. The goalie came out to get the ball, misplayed it, and Jacob Gonstajic had a wide open net, took the shot, and got it. So 24 minutes to go, and the Bulldogs are leading 3-0. Kale Lamb looking for Jacob Gonsanzik. And
For the Bulldogs, number 24, Jacob Smith, or I should say Jacob Kostadczyk.
And ball is going the other way. Boyum jumping in, and Julian Hepner comes out and easily corrals the ball. Big boom, gets it to Derek Badger, who lets it bounce in front of him. Off his chest, He's racing, number 23. Oh, and 23 cut him off. Gets the ball out of bounds. Some jets there by the senior Nathan Stanzlowski. And so the Bulldogs, Glenn Schmidt, will set us up with a corner kick. You know, it's a hockey term. I don't know if it's a soccer term, but Derek Badger almost had a hat trick. Bulldogs almost got one off the corner kick, but Winona Cotter was able to clear it. Winona Cotter now trying to set something up. Kale Lamb jumping in. Glenn Schmidt trying to send it ahead to Alex Jacobs. And Matthew Schleich there to send it out. Glenn Schmidt now to do a throw-in. And just trying to get Alex Jacobs to head in towards the goal. Out on Winona Cotter, so it's going to be a throw-in. Glenn Schmidt to Alex Jacobs. And the ball's getting bounced around. And the freshman goalie, Jonathan Goin, comes up with it. I think the age and the experience of the Bulldogs are really starting to show. Winona Cotter has quite a few youngsters out there. This game has been played predominantly on the Winona Cotter side of the field. Ball gets across the midline, but knocked out by Riley Wendt. Jacob Gonsanjic with some fancy footwork. Literally going around the Cotter players. Vance Schultz with the ball. Caleb Briggs over there to help. Mitch Brewer taking one there for the team. Under 20 minutes to go. Riley Wendt steps in, gets the ball. Nathan Elias. Over to Glenn Schmidt. Intercepted there by Winona Cotter. Winona Cotter takes a step back, trying to set up something. Glenn Schmidt to Jacob Gonsanjic, off to Kale Lamb, and down they go. But it's off on Winona Cotter, so Kale Lamb, I believe, is the one thrown in. We've got a couple substitutions now. Connor McGuire coming in. Jacob Gonzalez trying to get it over to Derek Badger in front of the goal, but couldn't quite do it. And Winona Cotter doing some substitutions now as well. Ryan Gonstancic in now. A little bit of contact there, but Riley Went comes flying in from nowhere to save what could have been a possible goal by Winona Cotter. Flag comes up, and it's Bulldog ball. 15 minutes to go. First half, Bulldogs with a commanding 3-0 lead. Julian Hepner set to kick on a beautiful October 1st. Julian got about down to the middle of the field to the paw print, but Winona Cotter was able to come up with it. Ryan Gonsancic in trying to stop the throw in. I think Glenn Schmidt was there. Jacob Gonsancic was looking for Derek Badger, who's got the ball, looking for a little help, centers it back. Derek Boyum now with the ball. And Derek with the kick, and oh, just a little bit wide. Great shot by the senior, Derek Boyum. So, sets up a Bulldog corner kick from the northwest corner. Glenn Schmidt. Jacob Gonstancic to Ryan Gonstancic. Now Mitchell Brewer. Trying to send the ball back. Ryan has it to Connor McGuire. He's trying to get it over to one of his teammates. Ends up coming up with it. Gets it up to Jacob. Can Jacob do something with it? And the sliding kick. And so it sets up another corner kick. And All right, so let's see here. Throw in from Glenn Schmidt. Was looking for Jacob Gonsanjic. Couldn't quite get to him. Winona Cotter now on the move. But it's going to go the other way. 12 minutes to play in this first half. It's been a lively, spirited first half. Lots of action. Bulldogs out to a 3-0 lead. A brace by senior co-captain Derek Badger. And the third goal scored by senior co-captain Jacob Gonsanjic. And as we said, here it comes. Oh! Derek Badger with another shot off the goal post. Great shot by Derek. Just off the goal post. And looks like we got a stoppage in play. As the goalie, freshman Jonathan Going, is still down on a knee. Can't tell if looks like now he's just maybe retying his shoe. Didn't know if maybe his hand had gotten hurt or an ankle, but he's back up and we will resume the game. And so there's the kick. Ryan Gonsanjic trying to get into the action. Got the throw in. Caleb Briggs putting the pressure over on the corner. Julian, good kick. Header by Derek Boyum. Connor McGuire ends up coming up with it. Gets it over to Glenn Schmidt, who's got it to Jacob Gonsanjic, who's trying to beat the goalie to the ball, but the freshman comes up with it. Little incidental contact there. Jacob was going full speed, and the goalie came sliding in, and Jacob tried to put on the brakes, but slid right into him and kind of over him. Our officials make sure that the goalie is okay. He shakes it off and delivers a boom. And there's Derek Boyum, Connor McGuire, Nathan Elias waiting in the wings. Now with the throw in, the Bulldogs are setting up their defense. Derek Boyum with another header. Tober with the kick. Schmidt to McGuire. Gets it to Badger. Goes right around one player. Sends it up ahead to McGuire again. McGuire looking to try to get it over to Gonstanjic. Legs got tangled up. Jacob Gonstanjic back to Derek Boyum. Over to Ryan Gonstanjic, looking for either big brother Jacob or Derek Badger. Jacob now with the chance. And Jacob almost with this brace of the night. And then it looked like someone else might get it on the rebound. 8 minutes to go. Throw in from Jacob to Glenn Schmidt to Jacob. Back to Connor McGuire. Over to Derek Boyum. Nathan Elias gets the ball to Connor McGuire down the sideline, who gets it over to the center. Jacob Gonstanjic now. Derek Badger trying to race forward. Gets it over to... Oh, he settles it down. Sends it ahead. He's looking for Jacob. The goalie comes out and stops it. Some nice passing there between the Bulldogs. As I said earlier, this game has been predominantly played on the Winona Cotter Ramblers side, but when the ball has threatened to come into Bulldog territory, Mitch Brewer, Nathan Elias, Riley Wendt, Caleb Briggs are all there with goalie Julian Hepner and really shut down any kind of shots. McGuire now looking down the sideline for Jacob Gonstanjic, but oh, the ball just creeps out. Ball thrown in. Glenn Schmidt there. Was headed back by Winona Cotter, but Derek Boyum there to Derek Badger. And then number 22, Ethan Tober, sends it out of bounds. So here's the throw in. Badger was looking, I believe, for Glenn Schmidt. Five minutes to go in this first half. Caleb Briggs sends the ball down the field, but out of bounds. Throw in now. And Ryan Gonstanjic right there steps in front of the throw in. Winona Cotter trying to set something up here in the last 4 minutes and 37 seconds. And the Bulldogs have just put great pressure on Winona Cotter all night long. And now Cotter trying to set something up and sent the ball back, but Jacob Konstancic was right there. Gets the ball. He takes it. Some beautiful footwork, but it goes off the side. But teammate Mitch Brewer right there. Hollywood pass down. Ends up going to the goalies. Hands. He sends it out. Bulldogs have it again. Got Matthew Schleich to throw in. A junior from Winona Cotter. Throws it in, but right there to get it was Mitch Brewer, who sends it up to Jacob Konstancic, over to Glenn Schmidt, back to Derek Badger. Works around, he tries to set it up, and oh! Great pass from Badger to, I believe that was Alex Jacobs. Nope, sorry, Glenn Schmidt. Once again, though, great teamwork by the Bulldogs, moving the ball down and across the field, setting it up. We are under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Jacob Konstancic steals the ball again. Looking for Derek Badger. Jonathan Going of the goalie comes out. Gets it and sends it to the other end. Mitch Brewer sends the ball across midfield. Oh! And Jacob Konstancic setting up teammate Glenn Schmidt, and Glenn had Wheaties today because just put a little too much muscle into those kicks, but they have been beautiful. Jacob now with the shot, or with the opportunity for a shot. Couldn't quite get it as the goalie came out and took the ball. And now Jacob is still down. There he comes getting up. Minute 14 to go. Caleb Briggs trying to send the ball back across the center line. Briggs sends it to Badger, who heads it over to Jacob Konstancic. Sends it over to Connor McGuire. Glenn Schmidt to Derek Boyum. Trying to get to Connor McGuire. Trying to set up Glenn. .30 seconds to go. Carson Rader trying to work up the sideline, but Nathan Elias was there. 15 seconds to go. Throw in by Connor McGuire. And so the first half comes to an end. What a action-packed half. Bulldogs out to a 3-0 lead.
Once again, here at Elgin, it is senior night. So once again, we'd like to give a moment of appreciation for our 2020 boys soccer seniors. Number 1, we have Riley Went. Number 6, we have Mitch Brewer. Number 10, Derek Badger. Number 17, Isaac Gander. Number 20, Derek Boyum. Number 21, Kale Lamb. And number 24, Jacob Gastanjic, as well as our goalie, Julian Hepner. Once again, it is senior night, and we'd love to give a moment of appreciation for these boys.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans, to the PEM Sports Complex in Elgin on a beautiful, crisp October 1st evening. You heard it was senior night, so thank you to all of our seniors, as well as we honored Mr. Bob Tangen for his 20 years of running the scoreboard and doing the public address at soccer games. Thank you, Mr. Tangen, for all that you do. Also like to give a shout out and special thanks to the Bulldog Nation Foundation. This broadcast would not be happening without the BNF, so thank you to all of those who have helped work, donated, bought prizes, whatever, when it comes to the BNF specialty auctions. And stay tuned, as there will be information coming out. They're trying to come up with some creative ideas that, since we weren't able to have our specialty auction in this spring, what they can do. 15 seconds to go before we start on a wonderful played game. It's been exciting, lots of action. The Bulldogs are out to a 3-0 lead behind the legs of senior co-captain Jacob Konstanzik and senior co-captain Derek Badger, who has a brace tonight, scoring 2 goals in the first half. And so here we are, getting ready to start the second half. All right. Officials making sure everybody's set, and here we go. There's the whistle. Stanczyk back to Brewer. Over to Glenn Schmidt. Head to Derek Boyum. And goalie Jonathan Going kicks it out of bounds. Caleb Briggs now with the throw-in. And Derek Badger went just a little bit off to the left. Otherwise, he could have had a hat trick tonight. Goalie sends the ball flying, but senior Derek Boyum steps in front of it. Caleb Briggs with throw in, gets it to Kale Lamb. Kale Lamb over to Glenn Schmidt, looking for Jacob Gunstajic. Winona Cotter gets the ball, but Glenn Schmidt sends it. Gets it back, sends it over to Derek Boyum. Derek was trying to get it. I think that is Alex Jacobs over there. Yes, it was. Winona Cotter player down right now. This freshman Ethan Tober, but his teammates help him up and gingerly walks off. And so we get ready to reset here. So back to the action. Winona Cotter still trying to get the ball across center field. Glenn Schmidt steals it away. And the freshman Jonathan Goins steps out. Gets it. Kale Lamb stepping in front. Gets it over Jacob Gonsanzik. Jacob with a shot, but you can see the hands in the air as that would have been a field goal. Which, by the way, we'll be seeing those again here in a few weeks. Red Wing will be the first visitors as the football season gets going. And as we mentioned earlier, some of these players will be out here again. A host of football players are now playing soccer, and we have a couple soccer players that are going to play football. Carson Rader trying to work the ball across the field and move it up. Looking for help. Glenn Schmidt right on his hip pocket. Throw in by Winona Cotter. Glenn Schmidt sends it flying. Derek Badger right there. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Another throw in by Winona Cotter. Winona Cotter trying to get something going, but the Bulldogs just continue with their pressure. Nice move by Derek Badger. Up ahead to Jacob Gonsanzik, just barely missed him, but Derek gets the ball back off of a rebound. Works around one, sends it over to Kale Lamb. Kale's going for it. Oh! Vanya Schultz comes sliding in to knock the ball out before Kale could take his shot. Good kick by the goalie, but Kale Lamb right there to get it. Derek Boyum in on the mix. Throw in by Winona Cotter. And Rader was looking for Garrett Nelson, but was just out of his reach. So Caleb Briggs now with the throw in. Glenn Schmidt with a nice header. Gets it to Kale Lamb. Back to Glenn Schmidt. Works around one defender. Splits another one. Looked like maybe he was going to get a chance for him or Kale Lamb, but can't quite make out. I think it was Ian Olcutt got down there to stop that potential shot attempt. So Caleb Briggs, another throw in. Kale Lamb heads it to Gonstancic, who heads it over to Glenn Schmidt. Splits through the legs of a defender. Briggs trying to get to Derek Badger. Goalie comes out and is leaving the empty net, but Badger couldn't quite get the ball to curve back around. "33 minutes to go. Badger to Glenn Schmidt. Winona Cotter defenders there. Have a throw in from Badger. Bulldogs trying to set up a play here. Badger, I think, was trying to get it over to Jacob Gonstancic right in front of the goal. One of the Winona Cotter Rambler players jumps up and sends the ball out of bounds. So this will now set up, I believe, a corner kick from Glenn Schmidt. He puts it into play. Carson Rader with a nice job on defense, getting right in front of that ball and sending it back the other way. Now Winona Cotter trying to get something going. Nice save by goalie Julian Hepner. I think he thought the ball was going a little to his right, and at the last minute he dove back to the left, sending the ball so that it would not hit into the net and out of bounds. And Julian Hepner, the tall, lanky senior, using that wingspan of his. Corner kick now from Carson Rader. Kind of a low kick. And Derek Boyum there to send it back to Rader. So Rader's going to try another corner kick. A little bit higher that time, but Boyum hit Boyum right in the chest. And so Carson Rader with another corner kick. This one he gets up a little bit more air. Julian gets his hands on it. Looked like the Bulldogs were going to clear it. It ended up coming back. And Derek Boyum, the beautiful slide kick. Throw in. Derek Boyum getting the kick. Sends it up to Kale Lamb. Kale Lamb now racing ahead, trying to get it to Badger, but number 8. Ian Olcott was there. It looked like we may have had a 2-on-1 potential there between Kale Lamb and Derek Badger. Olcott came racing in and was able to save it. Approaching the 30-minute mark. Throw into Badger. He's trying to center it over to Jacob Gonstancic. A little wide for Jacob. And Garrett Nelson ended up with it, but Derek Boyum was there. Now kind of batted back and forth between the two teams. Bulldog ball, though. Throw in over on the far side. Bulldogs in their black. White stripes on the legs. Gold numbers, gold collar. Traveling right to left. Winona Cotter in their away whites. Blue numbers. Riley Wendt sends the ball going back the other way. Winona Cotter trying desperately to cut into this 3-0 lead. But the Bulldogs are just everywhere. Flying to the ball. And Julian Hepner steps out, gets it, and there's a big boom. It was a good 5 yards past the center line. Derek Badger ends up with the ball, streaking down the field, trying to center it for his teammates. He had Glenn Schmidt and Cale Lamb racing with him. He couldn't quite get it there. Jacob Gonstanzik ended up with it, but couldn't quite get it in the net as the goalie came out and made a great save. Vanya Schultz with the shot, but it was into the side of the net. Bulldogs with the ball. Jacob Gonsanchik trying to work it down the left side. Harassed by two Cotter players. And now a corner kick for the Bulldogs. And just a little too much on that. Ends up going out of bounds across the field, across the pitch, sorry. Vanya Schultz trying to move the ball down for Winona Cotter. Cotter tries to reset. Vanya Schultz one-on-one with Julian Hepner, and it gets past him. A great move at Vanya Schultz as he broke free of the Bulldog defenders, was one-on-one with Julian Hepner, and juked him out. So with 25 minutes to go in the game, the Winona Cotter Ramblers get on the scoreboard.
Scoring the goal for Cotter is number 11, Vanya Schultz.
Cotter trying to set something up again. Kayla Briggs, the defense, now getting ready to do a throw-in. Gets it Glenn Schmidt, Cale Lamb. Trying to sneak it down the sideline. Just needed a little more green there. Cale Lamb comes up with it over to Jacob Gonsanchik, but Ian Olcutt was there. Schmidt to Lamb. Jacob Gonsanchik looked like he was going to be able to break away with it. Big boot by Mitch Brewer, trying to find Derek Badger. And the ball's pickpocketed by Derek Boyum, and Derek looked like he was playing a little fullback there. Brewer. Now with the ball, Jacob Gonsanzik. Sorry, to Glenn Schmidt, who tried to get it up to Jacob. Have a substitution. Bobby Sancourt out. And I believe that's Carson Rader back in. Land to Gunstajic. He's got Alex Jacobs racing ahead to his right. Couldn't quite get it to him. Ball goes the other way, but we've got Derek Boyum and Nathan Elias there. Descendant going back the other way. Badger to Gunstajic. Back to Winona Cotter and out, and a throw in by the Bulldogs. Brewer trying to work it ahead. Badger was down there. And so Jonathan Going, the goalie from Winona Cotter, kicks the ball right to Derek Badger, steps in front. Now he's trying to race down and spins around, tries to get it over. Glenn Schmidt just about gets it. Kale Lamb sends it back to Derek Boyum. Jacobs back to Boyum. Jacobs. Had a nice Jacobs with a nice shot on goal, but the goalie was right there to catch it. Sent it trying down to get it to the right. And feet got tangled up. And so it looked like Winona Cotter gets a penalty kick here. Carson Rader, the 8th grader, is going to take this kick. Bulldogs have their wall set up in front. And ball was a little high. Julian Hepner and the goalie gave it a little extra tip just to make sure it went over the goal post. And so he will send the ball going the other way. Big kickoff by Julian. Or not kickoff, sorry, kick. Yes. case you're wondering, yes, we do have the Peanut Gallery, a.k.a. Mr. Flatham, here with us. Under 20 minutes to go, 18 minutes, 40 seconds. Bulldogs playing with some substitution. Connor McGuire sending the ball out towards the other end. Derek Badger couldn't quite get there. Okay. Oh, Kale Lamb trying to work through a defender, and the legs get tangled up. And so Jacob Konstanjic with the penalty kick. A few weeks ago, we saw him score 2 like this. Under 18 minutes to go. Just a little bit outside. Ryan Gonstanzik there to get the kick. Connor McGuire now getting into the mix. Gets it over to Kale Lamb. Sends it ahead to Jacob Gonstanzik. Oh, the goalie wasn't sure he wanted to take on Jacob again. They had hit each other earlier, but he did slide one way and loop his arm out and get it, but the ball ends up getting back to the Bulldogs. Kale Lamb now racing down the left side. Ball kicked out by Vanya Schultz. Lamb now with the throw in. Ball's headed over to the far side. Nathan Elias putting the pressure on. Throw in. I believe Elias had that throw in. Riley went now. Sends the ball upfield. Jacob Konstanjic. Some nice footwork and maybe a little acting there on Ethan Tober as their legs got tangled up, but the ball goes back to Winona Cotter. But the Bulldogs in back up with it. Connor McGuire up ahead to Derek Badger. Back to Winona Cotter. It's being batted around a few times. You heard the crowd there as goalie Julian Hepner went for a ball and it just went outside of his fingertips, but luckily it rolled safely and harmlessly out of bounds. But that does bring up a corner kick. And it looks to be Ethan Tober, the freshman. Kind of a low kick. Kale Lamb was there to step in front of it. Clears the ball out, back into Julian's hands, and he's going to send it going the other way as we are under 15 minutes to go, second half. Big boom by Hepner. Kale Lamb trying to chase it down. Connor McGuire there with him. Konstanjic back to Schmidt, trying to get across to Alex Jacobs. Good kick by Alex, but out of bounds. ball going the other way. Kick by Going. Cotter trying to set something up here. Caleb Briggs just missed it, so got a throw in by Tristan Christofferson, one of the JV players, is playing a little varsity action here. Vanya Schultz and Caleb Briggs going at it. Connor McGuire sending the ball clear to the other end. Glenn Schmidt, Connor McGuire trying to work it to the center of field where he had both Derek Badger and Jacob Gunstanjic. Kale Lamb now with the throw in. Nice throw in by Kale, and we got a goal! And it is a goal! Number 22, Alex Jacobs. Wasn't sure the goalie got his hands on it, but he ended up sliding in with it, and goal is given. That was all set up by the throw-in by Kale Lamb. So with 12 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the game. With 12 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the game, Bulldogs take a commanding 4-1 lead again. Up by 3. And that might just be the goal that kills the game. And a big kick by Julian Hepner. Oh, nice back heel tap by Jacob Gunstanjic. Racing to it was Derek Badger, but couldn't quite get there. Out of bounds, Winona Cotter. Throw in by, I believe, Alex Jacobs over to Derek Badger. And it's out, and the ball's going the other way. out on Cotter. So throw in by Caleb Briggs. And substitution now. Derek Boyum back in. As this tonight was our senior night. Thanking these seniors for all the time and effort that they have put in. And of course, we also honored Mr. Bob Tangen for 20 years of service to the soccer club. Running the scoreboard, public address announcer. Badger over to Gonstancic. McGuire trying to track it down. Under 9 minutes to go. Bulldogs with a 4-1 lead. Goals scored by senior Jacob Gonstancic. A brace of goals scored by senior Derek Badger. And the last goal was scored by junior Alex Jacobs. Approaching 8 minutes to go. And the kick right into the hands of Julian Hepner. Nice booming kick. Across the center line, out of the paw print, almost out of the circle.
Just a reminder to the fans in the stands that we ask that after the completion of the game that you leave the bleachers immediately and no congregating on school grounds.
Boyum to Lamb. To Gonstancic. To Schmidt. To McGuire. Over to Lamb. He's going for a kick. Oh, and another goal! Glenn Schmidt. Glenn Schmidt, what a great job on that. He had had several shots earlier and just couldn't quite connect. Never gave up on the play and ended up scoring.
Scoring that goal for the Bulldogs, number 25, Glenn Schmidt.
Hear the crowd roar there as Glenn's name was mentioned. His teammates pretty excited for him. Cale Lamb mixing it up tonight. Cale, of course, one of those that's going to have to remember that from now on, he actually will want to start carrying the ball with his hands and not dropping it. As the senior looks to be playing football. Practice started on Monday. A couple of the soccer players were actually, several of them were at football practice before tonight. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Bulldogs with a 5-1 lead. Kale Lamb with a nice move. Badger over to Glenn Schmidt. Sends it over. I believe that is Alex Jacobs over there. Gets it ahead to Badger. Ball gets taken away, but Bulldogs regain possession. So with 4 minutes to go, we have a corner kick. Glenn Schmidt lines up the ball. His Bulldog teammates waiting there. The ball's bounced around. And I think they're going to give the goal. Is that Connor? Connor McGuire with the goal.
Scoring a goal for the Bulldogs, number 12, Connor McGuire.
Jacob Konsanjic working through several defenders. Still got a kickoff, but just went out. Well, it is homecoming week at Plainview Elgin Melville, and of course, one of the things that always happens during homecoming is powder puff, juniors versus seniors, and I would say they're tied right now. Our juniors have scored 3 and our seniors have scored 3. After the throw-in, Badger trying to center it for Alex Jacobs. Back to Glenn Schmidt. Glenn with a... Oh, Schmidt had a shot. The goalie, it bounced off the goalie. Couldn't quite get his hands. Jacob was charging him. Looked like maybe he would get another shot, but the goalie was able to recover. 2 minutes to go now. Nice footwork by Mr. Brewer. Connor McGuire trying to send it over to Kale Lamb. Under a minute and a half to go. Quick throw in. Raider now from Winona Cotter trying to mount one last attack. Great job by, I think that was Glenn Schmidt over there to bust it up. Nathan Elias getting the ball to go off Winona Cotter player. A throw in by him. Brewer looking for Badger. Ends up going over Gunstanzik. Gunstanzik working it up, and he takes a shot. Sets up. Kale Lamb with the goal! And so in our homecoming series, the seniors regain the lead 4-3. And that is game. And it's only fitting that on this homecoming, we end with So thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Special thanks, Bulldog Nation Foundation, for sponsoring this broadcast. Our camera operators, Sadie Clark, Julia Arswald. Great job, Bulldogs. Have a great evening.